You've been thinking about quitting the pills, but the moment you try, your confidence drops, and then you're right back to where you started. Without a way to break that cycle, quitting doesn't feel freeing, it feels risky. This video walks you through a simple, low-stress way to quit the ED pills that actually works, so you can trust your body again, stay calm during sex, and finally quit the pills for good. If you're getting decent results with Viagra or Cialis, but you'd like to get off the pills, this video is for you. If you're still struggling to get good results with the pills, don't watch this yet. I think you want to have a good number of wins on the pills before you're considering getting off. There are lots of other videos in this channel that can help you get to a good place where you're performing consistently again. Here's the most common mistake. A lot of guys just stop taking the meds. After 1 or 2 good performances, they feel ready, they decide, I'm done. So the next time they go to have sex, they skip the pill. And because they know they don't have that insurance policy that the pills give, they get nervous. When they get nervous, they lose their erections. Then the belief that they need the pills gets even stronger and the fear is back. So what started as empowerment becomes a loop. That fear makes the pill feel more necessary, not less. We're going to take a different path today, and it's going to be simple and straightforward. But first, I'm going to talk about why most guys won't do what I'm going to propose. Because it doesn't do any good to know what works if you don't actually do what works. So I'm going to try to convince you to see things differently. Then maybe you can just let this be easy and effective. The first block to doing this the easy way is the ego. Ego says, I should be past this, and real men don't need pills. But real progress usually doesn't start until you let your ego step aside. Most breakthroughs happen when guys stop making it about manhood and start being practical and easier on themselves. So you can chill out. You'll get there. Let's just do it without all the drama and the hassle that come with the relapses, huh? The second big block is rushing. You might feel like you should be done and off them by now. But in over 20 years of helping guys with this, I've seen it over and over again. Pressure kills progress. This isn't about speed. I do downhill mountain biking, just recreationally. And I remember a guy in the chairlift one time gave me this little pearl of wisdom that I've never forgotten. There's no trophy waiting for us down at the bottom of the hill. So let's not kill ourselves trying to be the fastest. There's no trophy for being the fastest guy off the ED meds. When you take the time to rebuild the trust with your body, you get something that lasts. And you're a lot less likely to crash along the way. The third big block is fear. Fear of the fear. You know you need to feel some degree of calm in order to perform, so you might feel scared that if you don't have the pills, you'll feel scared. When this is the way you're looking at it, trying to quit creates a bind. You want natural confidence, but the attempt to get it makes you nervous. It's like learning to swim while still clinging on to a life jacket that also stops you from swimming. This approach bridges that gap. Let's take you from floating to paddling to swimming, feeling safe and strong every stroke along the way. Quick thing you might find to be helpful. All the work we're doing here is about a long-term solution. But I know sometimes you just need a reboot, an on-the-spot tool to break that cycle of anxiety. So I made the Pressure Release Reset. It's a free 20-minute guided hypnosis session designed to dissolve intense performance pressure so you can get out of your head and back into the moment. If you want to have this ready for the next time you need it, just click in the first link in the description down below. I'll send it to you right now, and it's completely free. Okay, here's how it works. It's super simple. Again, it's important that before you do this, you're feeling good and performing consistently on the pills. Assuming you're good there, we're going to take this in micro steps. Steps so small your body isn't even going to notice. By the way, I'm absolutely not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. It's just what I've seen work really well with a ton of ED clients who I've worked with over the years. Be smart. Talk to your doctor before changing or stopping any medication. Step 1, get a razor blade or one of those pill cutters you get at drugstores or on Amazon. Step 2, the next time you go to take a pill, shave off just the tiniest bit. An amount so small, there's absolutely no possible way that it could make a difference in your performance. You'll probably be tempted to chop off a big hunk. Don't do it. The amount you slice should be micro small, tiny. Step 3, have sex. Notice how it feels to know that your body is all good with the amount of medication it has. It's almost exactly the same as what you had last time when you were fine. What you'll probably experience is a safe feeling, a very simple sense of, this is no big deal. There's no way that an amount that small could make a difference, and I was fine last time, so I'm going to be fine again. Step 4, repeat the process the next time you go to take the medication. Then shave off just a tiny bit more, and then just a tiny bit more the next time, and a tiny bit more the time after that, and so on and so on. When each step feels kind of boring, you're doing it right. Boring equals safe. Safe equals good erections. That's what rewires the fear loop. If at any point you start to feel nervous, no problem. Just stay at that level for a while until you feel completely comfortable with it. Or take a step back if that feels better. Step 5. When the dose gets very low, here's something you can do that I've seen help a lot of guys. I don't know if strictly speaking it's necessary, but it seems to make some of the last steps flow more easily. What I ask guys to do is to pick up a natural performance supplement. Don't get the stuff from the gas station with a picture of the flaming bull or whatever on it. There can be all kinds of weird stuff in those pills, including illegal uses of some of the PDE5 inhibitors that you're trying to get out of your system in the first place. Get something with maca or horny goat weed or some similar herbs. I like Male Libido from Jaya Herbs, because they're a trustworthy brand, and you can just get it from Whole Foods and it's not too pricey. Not an official endorsement or anything. I don't have any affiliation with the company. If you don't like Jaya, maybe check out Barlow's Herbs. Again, no affiliation, but they sell all kinds of aphrodisiacs for guys and their quality is good. That said, I think any high-quality supplement will do. Then, as you continue to scrape off those tiny little bits of each Cialis or Viagra pill, you're also introducing a natural supplement that you know is going to give you a little extra boost while you're showing the last of the pharmaceuticals their way out the door. Most guys don't find it's a big deal just to be taking a little extra something, much the same way they take a vitamin or a protein supplement or something like that. After one client I worked with was completely off of Cialis, he was still taking the herbal supplement. He asked me, "Do you think it's okay for me to keep taking this? I actually really like it." So he was totally out of the fear cycle. He just liked having a little extra wind in his sails. I sure couldn't see any problem with it, which I think begs the question, do you have to quit the ED meds at all? Not always. Some guys like to use it, sometimes just because it can be fun. I saw Duff McKagan, the bass player for Guns N' Roses, do a solo show one time. And between songs, I remember him saying, "I don't use Viagra because I need it. I use it because I like it." So great for some guys, but not for others. If they're having problems with side effects or they feel like they're depending on it, it's a bigger deal. If you feel better without it, great. That's what we're here for. But if you're not experiencing any side effects, and if you like it and you don't feel dependent on it, in my opinion, it's probably not a big deal. So what does this look like practically? Quick story. I worked with a guy a few years ago, and he was at the point where he was performing consistently with his wife. He was happy, she was happy, all good. So we talked about him getting off the meds exactly the way I just described. I carefully explained the idea of micro tiny steps, just shaving off a little bit at a time. And he did exactly that the first night. And it went great, no problem at all. So the second night, he broke the tablet in half, immediately cut by 50%. Want to guess what happened? Pretty much exactly what you'd expect. He got really nervous and anxious, and he wasn't able to perform well as a result. I hope you can learn from his mistake. I reminded him of everything we just talked about. There's no trophy for the fastest guy down the hill. He listened, slowed down, did it the way we first talked about, and he was totally fine. I can't emphasize enough how easy it is to do it this way. It's hassle-free. It just works. So at this point in the conversation, a lot of guys will ask, well, how long does this take? What I'd suggest is that's the wrong question. The right question, I think, is how can I do this in a way that's going to feel safe, be really easy, and actually work? Once you've got the answer to that question, the suggestion I'd make is that the actual number of days involved really doesn't matter much. It's going to vary so much from guy to guy, depending on how much sex they're having and how comfortable they are trimming those little pieces off, etc., etc. So there's no hard answer here. The more trust you build in your body, the better you'll feel. This isn't about clock time. It's about feeling safe each step of the way. Before we wrap up, just a quick reminder. If you want that hypnosis tool for immediate anxiety relief, the Pressure Release Reset, don't forget to download it for free using the link in the description down below. Okay, let's do a real quick recap. What to do next? Check where you are. Are you getting reliable, low-stress erections on the meds? Great. Whenever you're ready, you can begin to slice off that tiny little piece of your next pill with a razor blade. If you get nervous at any point, no problem. Just stay at that level for a while or take one step backwards. When you get to the point where the size of the pill you're taking is very small, then you can introduce an off-the-shelf, all-natural performance supplement. Continue until you're completely off the medication and then taper off the supplement as you do or don't see fit. Through it all, please remember, boring equals safe. Safe equals successful. If today gave you clarity, but you're still not sure, the next question is, what's actually fueling the fear behind the pills? Most guys don't stay in Viagra because it's working so well. They stay because they're scared of what happens without it. If that's you, I'd suggest watching this next video. It walks you through the core beliefs driving the fear and gives you tools to shift it in real time. If quitting the pill is about freedom, this video helps you take the next step. You can watch it right here.